Okay, testing, guys. Well, no one's here yet, so I'm just gonna say I'm still setting up. So just give me a few moments as I figure things out, and hopefully more people will arrive. Hey, Animamus. Great, Animamus is here. I'm hoping Skelly will be here. Prower is here. Prower, I guess like if you want, you can jump on the voice chat once we get that going. Um, I'm just trying to remember how to make this work here for me. And let me just move a screen here. There we go. Just gotta move a screen. Boys, let me tell you, man. It is really hot in this oven that I live in. Ooh, buddy. Alright, let's return to the main menu. Oh, hey, Hyrule. Now, how does this work? Left button. That's accessibility. There we go. Online game. So we're gonna see. We need Skelly here. That's really who we need. I don't think anything bad happens if I do this. Ah, excellent. Well, we'll see if Mr. Green wants to play. Oh yeah, Prower. Like I just thought it'd be fun to talk with you in general. If you wanted to talk about anything, we could chat about Fire Emblem while we're at it. I better just bring up Skelly. At Skelly. Let me know when you are ready. But yeah, guys, do you got anything, any kind of news? Is this game cross-platform? Ooh, good question, Hyrule. Oh, jeez. Oh, hey, Skelly.
And I was ready. You could have just said, hi.
Hey. Prower's here too. Cool.
Okay, so got some
Prower,
and everything.
do you have can you see the chat on the YouTube video as well?
No.
I can.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just if there's something on the chat and I missed it, just like let me know if you want. But we're gonna be playing a game.
You see,
Yeah,
I did that thing
like-
where, oh wow, there's a DLC.
Yeah. I had to update my game first, I think. So I think I'll just start an online game here. Anyway, Prower, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Great.
DLC apparently Sonic Mania's going on the EA thing, and there's apparently some sort of hints that there may be some more DLC specifically for that, but considering how long ago it's been since Mania came out and when they stopped putting out more DLC, that may just be over.
Okay.
I don't see why specifically have more DLC for that game over 2 years after it came out, just because it's getting on an EA thing.
Mm-hmm. Just publishing videos. Do. 1 second, everyone. Yeah, were you saying, Power?
Today I was lucky in polls. Like, I was decided on the Mythic banner. I was missing all of the green units, and they were all legendary or mythic heroes. So it's like, I'm gonna pull on green until I get something. Free some legendary Edelgard.
Legendary Edelgard? Nice! I got nothing. I've only gotten the 2 Tiburns that I was talking about yesterday, and that's pretty much it. Okay. How does this work?
And then later on today, I pulled on the Three Houses Summer banner again, and I got Ingrid.
Ingrid. Oh, okay. Well, lucky. I still haven't gotten Rhea. I'm still working hard on that one.
Just one issue with the both of them.
Alright, cool. My game is updated, and I'm ready to play.
Alright, cool. I got an online game started, so I guess you could just join on mine.
Yeah, the one issue is that they're both attack Bane.
Oh, okay.
It's like, oh.
I'm not gonna lie, Prower. I've never gotten into the whole issue with IVs. Is there room for Hyrule to join? Hyrule, do you mean like on the game? Because like there's still slots open, if that's what you're asking. Hey, King of the Nerds. Hey, Skelly. I see you. Also, guys, for people watching the stream, I've got a new setup. I'm running Minecraft Dungeons on a different computer that I'm streaming, so we should be good. Anyway.
All right.
Well, yeah. When it comes to the different things of IVs, it's just idealized.
Okay.
Like, if you have a boon in a particular stat, that some people would be like, oh, it's just below the threshold for something, and be like, oh, that'll.
All right. So we need to get Hyrule's thingamajig.
Yeah, his
so
gamer
that he
tag,
can join.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
King of the Nerds put Le Audio. Oh, that's funny, King of the Nerds. Yeah, Hyrule, do you have a gamer tag? Because we're like on Xbox and Microsoft and whatnot. Okay, he
Actually,
says...
what platform does he have it on?
I'm not sure. He was asking if it was multi-platform. Like, that might be important to ask, because I'm not sure if it's cross-platform. Minecraft Dungeons cross-platform. No, it doesn't seem like there's cross-platform play. Oh right, no, there's not cross-platform, because otherwise Blurry would have been playing with us, because Blurry really wanted to play. Oh, Talowolf's here. Cool. Talowolf's in the stream. Oh, and a new person, Philvy. Nice. Yo, Skelly, do you want to just do a level while we wait for people?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
All right. Give me a
Um,
second.
yeah, Soggy
Hold on,
Swamp, Creeper Woods. We've done so much.
So what's left to do is just do whatever, man.
Yeah, high block halls is what I got here.
Wherever you feel.
Are you ready?
Play to Fort.
All right.
Fortnite.
High block halls. Like,
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
That's the penultimate. Actually, wait, no, there's an entire path we haven't gone down.
There is?
Have we done Soggy Swamp?
Oh, I thought we did.
Is there a tick next to it?
Yeah, I saw one there.
All right, but we're going to the halls.
Yeah. I mean, we'll be done into this. We'll be done and we can come back later.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, that looks fancy.
Oh, this is so pretty. I'm not gonna skip this. You made it to the abhorrent abode.
Well, I muted my iPad so I could just watch the stream on it, so that way I could see the comments while having a Discord call on my phone.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Prower.
No problem.
Skelly, is this the last level?
Well, no, it's the penultimate.
Oh, penultimate. Okay, well, that's pretty fast. Oh, oops. Skelly, how do you play the game?
I don't remember. Oh wait, no, I do. Okay, so I press Shift and then mouse button, and I have no idea how you play because you use a controller.
Ah, never mind. I figured out how to attack. I think that's all I need to know. All right, into the dungeons we go.
Yeah, good luck with that, John, when it comes to pulling for specific units on legendary or mythic banners. It can be a real pain.
Oh, is he going for Altina? I think I saw that one. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. Because he can get pity broken by legendary Roy or legendary Ike. It's like, for that limited time, anyone could have gotten a free Altina, but if they missed it...
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that.
And then, yeah, legendary Ike is good, but we already got a free one, so unless if you want them to get merges for him, then he doesn't really have too much to offer in terms of fodder, except for breath skill that can't. It might not be useful for certain units.
You know, I don't really get all that into inheritance anymore, especially when I get like really good units. It's just it feels dirty to kill it feels dirty to kill like a Halloween mirror for her skills. I think she's got one of the fighter skills. What is that? Scully, what are you doing?
Oh, that's my
well,
totem of healing.
Oh,
I know
nice.
people aren't interested in particular characters and just try to pull for a particular unit so they could give those skills or those weapons to their units. Like, I know a lot of people really there was when it came to the weapons for the Three Houses units. Some people were really interested in those weapons, wanted to get at two copies of the units, one to keep and the second
Oh, you
one.
get TNT.
Yeah, I got TNT.
It's good because if I had it, we'd all be dead.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Prower, as you were saying.
Yeah, but although the Byleth and the Ingrid, their weapons were not inheritable, a lot of people were like, there's the Dorothea, the Sylvain, and Lorenz. We could give those weapons to our units. Although Lorenz would be a lot easier.
Trip, you have to rest me or you will die.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. I was listening to Prower. Oh, and random trainer. I'm having an alright day. It looks like Tallow Wolf has cramps. That's unfortunate, Tallow. Hey, Skelly, what killed you?
Oh, I just stood in the way of
Oh,
a ton of enemies.
okay.
Luckily, I had my poison aura, so they all just died.
Oh, yes, yes.
Wow. Hello, that out of all the exercise machines, that's probably my favorite. So.
Which one? Oh, the stationary bike? Huh, okay.
Oh, yeah, Hyrule's asking to join Minecraft.
Yo, okay, Hyrule, do you have it on the computer or the Xbox? I assume Xbox would be fine.
My day's been okay, X. Thank you for asking. Sorry
Yeah.
I missed that. Said that 2 minutes ago.
X is really nice.
Unlike the other X. I mean, okay, the other X is really nice.
Yeah, X Speed's nice too.
He's very memey, and that can lead to being like me.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yeah, Hyrule's saying he has it on the Xbox.
I'm pretty sure Xbox will be okay. Yeah, Hyrule, we just need your gamer tag. Just put it on stream chat or something.
Alright, Trip, give me a second. I gotta take full advantage of my level up.
Yeah, you do that. Do.
And since I got Ingrid and killed my pity rate on the Three Houses Summer banner, I'm questioning whether I should keep pulling on that banner for Dorothea or Byleth plus Rhea, or try to go and get Summer Tiki, the young Tiki, while she's still available.
Man, for me, it's I've been pretty broken. I think 3 times so far.
No, that was lightning.
Okay, I've been pretty broken 3 times so far, and I'm still gonna go after Rhea just because. I don't know, Prower. The duo units really worked out for me. I really like them, and I do want to have a nice collection of them.
Yeah, and this female Byleth Rhea duo skill is really great. It gives desperation for 1 turn to all the units in particular range, and doesn't matter what their HP is. So that way,
God, I hate that laugh.
Yeah.
You get a combination of desperation, Vantage, and DC/CC all at once, and that's terrifying.
I mean, great for the person that has it.
Yeah, because they'll be like, oh yeah, I have Kranya who has close counter and Vantage. Let me put on desperation, and then during the enemy phase, she's not only will she be able to attack the enemy when they initiate on a first, but she's gonna be able to double them.
Skelly, I'm gonna die. I just want you to know that I'm gonna die. So I'm gonna come. Oh no, I can't see where I'm going. Oh no, I am down. Oh hey Sarge, what's up Sarge? Oh hey Jacko.
We died because I couldn't see where you were. Oh, you're up there.
Yeah,
Okay, I see.
I was trying to get to you, and didn't work out for me.
Yeah, it's okay,
Cool.
Jacko. You
But now we can just kill them all because we're at full health. Oh, I should have used my armor increase.
Yep, I missed too much. And I'm sorry to hear about that door. It sounded like it was a pretty neat door.
Oh,
But
my mom
spoiler-
told me there was a hurricane somewhere around like going towards Cuba right now. That's unfortunate.
And where are you talking about spoilers, Sarge?
Oh, we talked about the Hero Academia spoilers. I saw them. I'm pretty excited. I found it really interesting.
I have
Oh,
not.
what's happened? Without spoiling anything, say the spoilers.
You know, I've always wanted to see Mina and Izuku talk more than just about dancing. Because Mina, I think, is the most similar to Izuku in that classroom. But the author's never done it. And now, you know, as I see what's going on here, I really want to see more interactions with those two.
That's. I haven't really ever thought of Mina and Izuku.
Oh, so Mina's the traitor. I understand completely.
Ah, yes, yes. Well, I always knew what she was, honestly. I do have a pretty good theory for it. You know, she was there when Higanto Makia was looking for a hero, and well, that hero was caught. So, you know,
It all adds up.
Yeah, 1 degree of separation makes sense to me.
No, the spoilers are out, X, not the chapter. And when it comes to
We're lying completely.
Well,
Don't believe a
we're
word saying
speculating.
right now.
Well, I feel like she could be the traitor, maybe. But like right now, it's speculation.
But also, yeah, don't put up your hopes too high, Jacko, on Voltron. It may be good now, but yeah.
Oh, Phil V asked me if I have changed opinions for Hero Academia ships. I have changed opinions on one, but just to like go back to Mina real quick, Prower. The thing that I found similar about Mina is that she's the only other character in 1A that had a situation where she confronted a villain before going to school. Like she has like that same heroic trait as Izuku, in my estimation.
Well, in a way, Bakugo did as well, but he didn't.
Yeah, but Bakugo, he exemplifies something else. Like he's just sheer competence. Mina, when she did it, she fell down in fear, right? She still had that level of weakness. Like Bakugo's weakness at that moment in time was his arrogance, not necessarily his sense of mortality.
I hear you, and
Mind you, like,
God, just imagine if Bakugo had died there.
man, I mean, he could have, right? Like, I still don't fully understand what exactly that first villain was hoping to do. Like, he had control over Bakugo or something. Because it just sounded like he was planning on hijacking Bakugo's explosion quirk from the way he was talking in those days.
well, I know when it came to Izuku, he said he just wanted to get a body so he could hide off real quick. But then when he found Bakugo, I guess he thought he was going to be able to do a lot with that body, to the point that he said that I believe he said that he thought he could be a threat to All Might.
Isn't that weird though? Like that's it might also be like villainous
Early installment weirdness,
overconfidence.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be funny if it was because it was Bakugo who started. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. He got some of the personality of whoever he took over.
Yeah. That first villain
But-
is really just weird.
Yeah, we're probably never gonna see that villain again, so we would never know. But
Yeah.
it would be interesting towards the end of the series. He's out.
and he's reformed completely.
That would be funny.
No, he's there, and then Izuku's able to one-shot him to show not only his
So
growth.
Izuku's become
yeah.
a villain. Since he beats up a reformed person, I understand completely.
No,
You know, honestly, I don't believe in the villain Izuku theory. Like, it seems unlikely, but you know, you're allowed to believe what you want.
No, I'm not. I'm saying the guy's not going to be reformed. He's going to be out because at some point there's a prison break, and Nobody. He's found at the end of the series. That's the reason why he's out, because he was considered a low priority or something. So.
I mean, I would love Izuku being the one to All Might smash him at the end of the series. I think that'd be funny, and then that's where the series ends. It ends with him taking out the villain that once choked him. I think that'd be good, but I don't know. I don't know if that villain's important enough. He seemed pretty pathetic. Oh, do we travel down here, Skull? I guess we do. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's this dude.
No, I think I missed something here. Someone had asked me about the ships. For the ships, I've changed my mind on Izuku Tsuyu just because the author never followed up on that. So it's like, why bother? If anything, Tsuyu and Ochako are like the stronger pair. And then...
Hey, pig! You don't get to escape from me, pig.
Well, and also earlier when it came to discussion of traders, the one way I could see Mina becoming a trader is primarily we've seen how particular people being judged for their quirks, and we saw with Spinner him mentioning that he was often ridiculed and faced a lot of hate.
Yeah, that was a pretty tough one to read. I feel bad for him.
I that potentially Mina faced some racism for being a mutant at some point, and she joined villains as a way to for revenge towards some of the racists. But she, due to people like Kirishima, she started feeling a bit.
I don't think Kirishima would have had anything to do with that.
Yeah, like everyone in her school liked Mina, but you know, Prower, that line of thought would fit with Shoji as well, and Shoji has a history of being feared by kids.
Yeah, and Shoji's supposed to have a arc.
Yep. I mean,
so what you're telling me is Shoji's the traitor.
I mean, I believe it. I believe it, because the guy should have done better when Bakugo got kidnapped.
I'm just saying my theory of if
yeah, why didn't he kill all the villains single-handedly? I bet he's the traitor.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying that's if Mina was the traitor, that's my theory.
Oh
no, I agree, Prower.
I've watched the entirety of Kengan Ashura. I've read the whole manga. In fact, I just read the newest chapter of Kengan Omega.
Oh, Jacko, cool. I'm reading Baki.
Oh.
I don't know how the Baki story works, because there's like multiple Baki series, but I've read at least 3 of the series, and I'm currently reading the one with Sumo. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, Hyrule necessarily need to speak with them to play, I don't think. But...
Oh, since that's the buffet, we have to go the opposite direction.
I don't know I don't know how to activate the map anymore.
Oh, right, no, you're not on...
Oh, never mind, I figured it out. It's on my screen. I figured it out. Sorry, Skull, I'm stupid.
Oh, we dropped the key. Oh, we dropped the key.
I don't know what we're doing. Hyrule, if you're still there, we're just gonna like finish this level and then we'll be with you. Is there a door up there?
Yep. I went down there because I'm like... You have the map open, Trip.
Yeah, I do. Like, where is the key?
What?
I'm confused. I wasn't paying...
It should be up here.
Okay.
Where we're supposed to go.
I wasn't paying enough attention, so that's...
Oh. I'm so glad I have reflect projectiles.
I like my triple shot. It's on brand. It's very on brand.
Oh, I get it, because you're Tripl-L.
Yeah, right? It's clever.
You're so witty.
I know. I tell everyone I am.
Die.
Oh, sorry, I can't get to you.
What do you mean you can't?
Never mind,
You just did.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit further than I thought. Philvy said, honestly though, I hear a lot of people saying that Bakugo respects Ochako more than Izuku. I think that was potentially true early on, but tides have changed. I think at the very beginning, Bakugo has more of an inferiority complex with Izuku than respect.
Oh right, we're supposed to destroy the buffet. BRB, ruining someone's dinner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that. Is it the yellow stuff on the map?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Wow, you're really going for it.
No, Bakugo does respect some people. He does not when it comes to, especially like I know he respects Kirishima.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's because Kirishima like talked his language. Like Kirishima understood him. But I think someone in the comments there, I think maybe it was Phil V, said that the Hero Academia fandom doesn't ship canon, and that's true. Like, well, this has just been true for all fandoms. They just like shipping things that look cool as opposed to things that make logical sense, like Dobby X
Well,
Hawks.
I mean, yeah, like Dobby X Hawks makes no sense to me, personal opinion.
I mean, correct opinion. That's the correct opinion, in my opinion. It's just interesting that that's one of the most volatile ships right now on Tumblr, from what I've found. It's just
Okay.
it's
Well, I
kind
mean,
of it's kind of funny.
One of them is burning the other to death. So,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
attempted to. So it could be very volatile. Like,
I died.
oh yeah, I'm not gonna survive that.
Yeah. Oh, that's where you were. I was looking for you, but I couldn't find you.
Oh, I did survive that.
Oh man, I just saw the reflect. Woo! Great. Thank you, Scal.
Oh wow, I am so glad I have max to reflect. Oh my god.
Hey, so those the blue fire is definitely dangerous, right?
Yes.
Ah.
Where did that blow up?
This is dangerous. I'm gonna die. I'm trying to find you.
Okay, we have 2 lives left. I'm up the stairs. Wrong stairs.
Gotcha. It's okay. We'll come back. People look like Tell said people like looking for that intense tension, even if it's not romantic or sexual, just intense. That's true. Intensity does make for ships.
What is it? So I think
Yeah.
a huge problem with most canon ships that aren't adults,
Yeah.
they tend to be developed as love interests for each other rather than characters who have a good dynamic.
Yes. I would believe that.
I'm gonna mention Star vs. the Force of Eagle, even though it fell to the whole 2 main characters getting together for no foreseeable reason, because at the start they had a fantastic relationship. Like you could see, yeah, they're friends, they hang out, you know, all that fun stuff. But then it got to the point where they just developed to be each other's love interests, and then it was boring.
Wait.
So no one cares anymore.
What series are you talking about? I missed it.
A Star vs. the Force of Evil.
Oh, okay.
Series you mentioned. The series that, when it was originally pitched, the female lead was supposed to be a Sailor Moon fangirl, and the male lead was supposed to be a Dragon Ball fanboy.
Oh. Okay. But on Skelly's note, like when it comes to Ochako, I feel that, well, first half Ochako, she doesn't have as good chemistry with Izuku as someone like Ida does. Because like Ida's whole thing after the Stain arc is that he understands Izuku relatively well. Oh, god damn it.
Last chance. Oh, wait, no, we're probably gonna spawn on the outside of this room, right?
I think so.
If we spawn in there, oh, thank God.
Yeah, that was gonna like we got really blasted there. Prower, you were saying something?
Yeah. Yeah, there's something that it was interesting. I don't think it's necessarily too serious, but I know a lot of people take it seriously considering the content. But they announced the season premiere of the next season of Death Battle.
Of Death Battle? Oh, the one, the fandom logic theory, right? Like the power scalers.
Yeah, because a lot of people may be upset about how the match goes, considering one of the characters is a Dragon Ball character. And the Dragon Ball fan base is always the fan base that gets most upset about Death Battle outcomes. Primarily because of Superman vs. Goku. But whenever they lose their crap. And they have Beerus going up against, I believe, was Sailor Uranus.
Okay, well, Beerus is gonna win. Like, he automatically wins. He pulls rank, man.
No,
I don't know. Sailor
Sailor-
Uranus might have it. Like, okay, if it was Moon, easy win. Like,
Yeah.
Beerus
I-
doesn't stand a chance.
know it's one of the sailors. It's like
Look,
one.
if it's against Usagi, like, no chance. Like, you don't win.
Yeah, apparently they showed the intro of the fight. Whoever was just pointed at a planet Beerus was at and blew it up in a single attack. So I don't know who that is. I could check again, but
You know, I really feel like the majority of the well, actually, all the Dragon Ball characters would would lose to any tricky character. So pretty much any Bleach character with a world-affecting Bankai, the Dragon Ball characters are just gonna lose, because Bleach characters
Yeah.
have abstract power rules.
okay, no, it's Sailor Galaxia. I bet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, so Beerus loses. I don't give a shit about your opinions on anything.
Okay. Is Sailor Galaxia like super cool? Oh, you died? Oh no.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm dead.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
coming.
wait. Galaxia.
Oh, you did the loop. Good on you.
Yep.
Killed all sailors.
And you survived long enough?
No.
Yeah. What?
No.
I
You
don't-
have to shoot him.
Yeah, what's
See that? The
Sailor
exploding arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, what's
Okay,
the Sailor
now-
Ga-
The
Uh,
loop
one that-
might get you the victory.
able to kill nearly all the sailors and what's pretty much forced reality to be rewritten or something? If I know my Sailor Moon lore.
Yes!
correctly.
Oh, and cool. Thanks, Prower.
I'm just asking because I have no.
Oh, sorry. I misheard.
Oh my god.
Woohoo! We are surviving, Prower. We are surviving.
Oh my god. I'm on less than half health.
Yeah, when it comes to
I'm on less than half of 1 health.
God.
Yeah, I know.
I'm down.
Other than
Run, Skelly, run!
two out of the 3 most controversial death battles included Dragon Ball characters. It's like again, there's Superman vs Goku, Ben 10 losing the Green Lantern, and Kirby beating Boo.
Well, Kirby is like a video game character, though. Like, Kirby breaks the rules very often.
Kirby has Kirby pretty much is nigh, and yeah, Dragon Ball fandom was still feeling nah. They still whine.
I can't believe
Whenever-
we survived that.
Yeah, Skell, good job, man.
I know that there was a season of, I believe it was DBX, which is a show Death Battle has, that they just have a matchup between characters for fun. It's not based on any
I'm
research.
so glad I have that healing. I'm
They
not
have-
glad I have that healing thing. I died anyway.
Okay, coming. And yet,
They
Gerard...
have fan
Oh, come on.
side the outcomes result, and it's the start of that season of DBX was Thor versus Vegeta, and Thor won, and Dragon Ball fanbase.
Wait,
Right.
which Thor? Movie or comic?
It was just from Marvel, and they based the model off of movie Thor, because that was probably the easiest model for them to grab for 3D fight. And yeah, and it was just a downvote like crazy kind of thing from Dragon Ball fan base. Be like, oh, Vegeta lost. Like, it was vote. Totally kill Thor. Da da da. That was DBX fan votes, not based on research at all.
Wait, no, you can't
Just
expect the mob to be reasonable, though.
And earlier seasons of DBX were not based on fan votes. They just instead decided it was, of course, it was not based on research either. They just picked had whoever win they wanted to. Usually, it would have a theory
characters in
that
Gotcha. I don't know,
Like-
man. I think you could.
There was Smash
it
Tap.
really-
We
Oh,
get
anyway.
get Hyrule
Let's see
in.
if we can get Hyrule in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when it came to those outcomes, it seemed to usually be a series that was slighted in recent death battles. So in a way, that was them trying to appease set fan bases. And one of the most controversial ones was General Zod versus Vegeta, and Vegeta
Tripl, you maybe want to take that off stream. I don't know.
Okay, sure.
So that people don't.
Yeah, thank you.
Find Hyrule or whatever.
Yeah. One second.
I don't remember a DBX of Picasso versus Spider-Man, but I know Dio was in a DBX matchup against a anime girl kind of thing and lost. And but yeah,
so anyway, Trip. I really like the early parts of Rent a Girlfriend because Mammy is like so great. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like she's constantly complaining about everything.
Okay.
Which is great because it, adds some sort of conflict to the whole thing instead of just I'm embarrassed to be honest with my feelings.
Yeah, I agree. Like I like Mammy just because of well, she's the only thing that makes it like she's the only thing that stands out from it being a regular harem. Like it's fun to see how bad she is.
And so yeah, a lot of people were like, "Oh, since Vegeta beat General Zod, that means that Vegeta should be able to beat Superman, right?" And it's like, good lord, it's not based on research.
But that's also not how math works.
Yeah, at the beginning of every single DBX, they say on the screen, and they have the announcer character say, "No research." Da da da. It's like, can you not watch the first couple seconds of the video? It's just them trying to fill time in between seasons of Death Battle. Calm down.
Anime said, I remember Death Battle did 2 Pokemon versus Digimon, Charizard versus Agumon was a good video, Lucario versus Renamon without trainers or tamers. Pretty unfair fight. The Pokemon fans thought this justified Pokemon were stronger, but it was a fully evolved Pokemon versus a base form Digimon. I mean, I agree. They were just paired because they were popular among furries. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, I remember those. It was, Agumon and Tai fought Red and Charizard.
Well, that's not really fair. Like, I agree. That's not fair. You don't put a Charizard against an Agumon.
No, Agumon was able to Digivolve and everything.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, great.
So
Alright, wait, no, so how does Charizard win here?
Yeah, like, Wargreymon beats Charizard. Like, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, Charizard lost. Charizard and Red got turned to ash.
Oh, excellent. Oh, that's funny.
Ironically.
Oh, Skelly. Thingamabob, Hyrule wants to be on the VC.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Should we go to another channel or do we stay here?
I've never ever we've never ever gone to another channel.
Okay,
all right.
I just want to make sure, like, because like this group here, I don't want to clutter it too much. I don't know how you guys feel about it. That's the only reason.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, Hyrule.
That's true. Hyrule, you should accept my friend request.
Yeah, Hyrule can join it, and then after the stream and everything, if he's not going to do
then I kick him out.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we can kick him out once the stream's over.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of kicking someone out who was only part of a stream, Vance.
Yes.
But yeah, when it comes to if he's not going to take be involved in voice acting, then yeah, afterwards.
Yes.
Bro, I'm not involved in voice acting. Oh, why am I not being kicked out?
No, because you will be involved in voice acting later.
Oh,
yeah, you
okay.
Voice acting in a couple of different course.
Oh no, that's shit.
I want, like, Skelly, I don't know, but I want to make you, like, the voice for when I finish up the novel and have to make a promo video. Hey, Hyrule. Because you'd be a great main character.
I am a great main character.
I think so. Yeah, you have the voice of main character.
Alrighty then, do this. I have never played this game before.
That's cool. Hyrule, did you see our friend requests?
I am trying to find it. I don't use my Xbox.
Yeah, no worries. I hope that the Xbox and the PC can play together.
Where are friend requests? You guys, is any of y'all on Xbox or y'all use computer?
Computer.
We all use computers because we have computers.
Look, man, my computer is like 20 years old. I can't use that thing.
Well, actually, if your computer is 20 years old, people are willing to give a lot of money for like working 20-year-old computers. If your computer isn't 20 years old and you're just lying, why would you lie on the internet?
Oh, you
Who
know what?
does that?
I'm reading the cross-platform stuff, and it doesn't say that Xbox One can play with computer.
Well, I'm joining the game right now. It
Well,
says joining.
okay. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. There's a glitch that lets computer and thingamabob play together.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's taking such a long time to load.
Oh, Talo Wolf did background voices. That's
Who's
cool.
Just like stomping on their mic.
Oh, it wasn't you? I thought it was you, Skell. It
That would be Prower.
might be Prower.
He,
Kyle, why are you stomping on your mic?
I am not stomping on. Why would I stomp on my mic?
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, someone's matching their mic with something.
Yeah, Jack. My hair's really
I-
messed up.
I was typing. I'm on my phone when it comes to my mic, and I happen to be typing.
Okay, why are you stomping on your phone?
I just said typing.
This is so confusing.
All right, yeah, Prower is typing.
Can
And-
you send me a friend request again, Trip? I don't think I accepted it.
Skelly, did you send him one as well?
Yeah, sure. Let's go send a
And-
friend request.
And another thing, I sent Snorf the Amy lines. And they said that they would record them.
Okay.
And I'm not if Snorf is going to be sending the lines to me or you. If to me, I'll send the lines later on to the recorded lines later on to you.
Oh,
But,
actually, about that, Prower, could you resend the Sonic lines? Because I didn't find them in my email.
yeah, okay, I can do that, I guess.
Thank you. Okay, so it's definitely a glitch that lets the Xbox and the others play together.
It just stops loading and it said that can't join cross-platform.
Ah, right. Okay. So do we use the glitch?
Unfortunate.
So, what is the glitch?
Okay, so the glitch goes, you open Minecraft Dungeons on PC, you sit on the main menu. On Xbox One, you have a friend send a Minecraft Dungeons game invite to the Xbox Live account. And this seems really complicated. Then we press the Win key plus G.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It actually looks fairly complex here. Just because we have to go back to the main menu, Skelly, then we have to like press around.
Let's see.
Hmm.
Since Hyrule's the host, it would be through his character thing.
Yeah.
That's awful complex.
Unfortunately.
Alright, I guess I'll just play Minecraft Dungeons while you guys are playing.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing we can do, and we can just chat.
Okay.
Skel.
Cool. Anyway, so Soggy Swamp, because we haven't done that yet.
Oh yeah, oh, my mistake, Skel. I got that wrong. Let's do it.
Going all the way back. Soggy Swamp.
I'm getting annoyed by. Oh, okay. Getting really
Well, I'm getting annoyed by your typing.
I'm trying to send this.
Someone has music playing in the background. Is that Hyrule?
That
It's
would be
not
me.
Ah,
Because
okay.
I don't have headphones plugged into my Xbox.
Great, great, great.
I will do that.
Just need to make sure we can find which one it was.
Try and open up my mail, and for whatever reason, it is saying it cannot see any files on my phone, and so it's just acting stupid to act stupid.
Yeah.
So
Oh wow, that's
they're gonna have
pretty
to
cool.
laptop.
I'm still disappointed that Minecraft Dungeons isn't just like a soulless cash grab.
Yeah. This is so pretty.
Oh, you can see the chat, Jacko. Or not Trip, but myself and Skeleton can see the chat.
I can see the chat as well. It's just I gotta look back because it's on a different screen.
Well, either way, I'm gonna have to probably try to use the iPad later on after this, or the laptop, and try to send the files on that. Since my
Yeah,
phone's acting.
I think that might be the best move. Oh, I got a robe. I got a robe, Scale. I got a robe.
Oh, cool.
Hyrule,
Yeah,
I hope you have fun playing this.
I've reached that level. The zombies die in one hit.
I will
Oh,
try my best.
nice. Animamus, I'm pretty excited to see Metal Tyrannomon too. I'm talking about Digimon, guys.
Oh yeah, and that.
I haven't caught up with
With the new one?
Reaver. Yeah.
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 In that Tai and Agumon versus Charizard red fight, he went more than just Greymon. He went all the way to the top. He didn't even have to go further in Greymon to win that fight, but he did it because
You
Gotta
can.
dab on the hater, bro.
Yeah.
gotta flex.
I mean, I feel like maybe the Pokemon characters would have a chance if they had their Pokedex lore correct. Like, if they were true to Pokedex lore. Like, a Macargo could probably decimate multiple...
Everything.
Yeah, like planets upon planets.
No, even if the Pokedex entries were taken extremely seriously, Charizard would not have had a chance.
Oh yeah, Charizard.
Yeah, Charizard would not. No.
Like, they did take the Pokedex entries. They said that they were more lenient on, like, the Goro versus Champ death battle example. They had mentioned the Pokedex entries, but only used Pokedex entries that were backed up in actual in the Pokemon games, like the 1,000 punches in a second statement in when it comes to Machamp was backed up in Pumpkin Turn, so that we'll use that one.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. I think
it's interesting.
Arceus could probably beat the Digimon because Arceus has recreated the world canonically in oh god, Skelly. Yeah, Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta draw them away, Skull. There's like a whole mess of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh god damn it! I'm about to be blown up.
The sad thing is, in the 3 death battles that Batman has been in, he's only 1 and 2.
He should have lost all of them.
Yeah, unless he's fighting Superman and he has Kryptonite, in which case that's okay.
Well, Batman is just a guy, so like, who's he gonna win a death battle?
Yeah, Batman lost to Spider-Man.
Of course he would. Yep, makes sense.
That makes sense.
He beat Captain America,
Doesn't make sense.
and he lost to...
Wait,
Wait, lost to who?
Who?
He lost to Spider-Man and Black Panther, but beat Captain America.
All right, so the ones where he lost make sense, but the ones where he won doesn't.
It makes sense that he's able to beat Captain America.
Why?
Like,
Because Captain America, when it comes to
Captain America picks up a gun and Batman dies. I don't understand, man.
Batman is using that logic. Anyone just pick up a gun, boom, that other person's dead.
No, then
No.
you got bulletproof.
okay, you know,
Like-
to be for the Batman, because there is a big plot about this in the comics. But like, if Batman knew the characters bevorehand and he had time to make contingency plans, he could probably win. But he should lose to everyone he fights on the first go.
At prep time, though, then
Well, I mean, no. Spider-Man, he should lose to every time. Spider-Sense is just
Oh,
too
right.
strong.
Yeah, Spider Sense. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. Why they were like, even with Batman sneaking and whatnot, the Spider Sense would kick. It would be like, oh, he's there. Oh, don't worry, he's gonna try to grab you there. It's like Spider-Man has that super strength that he's strong enough. He's knocked the Hulk into space before.
You know, one thing I really like about Spider-Man's power set is just like he rolls with the punches because otherwise people would break their hands on him. I always thought that was pretty cool, and I just kind of like that's a really nice way of reflecting Peter Parker's nature in general.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Captain America, he is the super soldier serum put him at the very peak of human physical limitations. He technically does not have super strength, but he does. He can feel quick. He has better reflexes than most people, but they're not human level. So, and
I mean, no human can have like half of his strength stuff, so it might as well be super strength.
I mean, relatively,
And-
yeah.
How strong people can get.
Batman has knowledge of every single martial art. And meanwhile, Captain America, he has a couple different kung fu, Krav Maga, a couple of them, but much more has that. And plus, Batman is a lot better at sneaking up on his enemy and using a lot of his different equipment. That when it comes to death battle, they take away the limitation of characters that wouldn't kill because you have to kill in death battle. So Batman, a lot of his tools can certainly be easy.
So wait, if you know, like a Batman that kills, probably that after that fight, he's just gonna go like total evil. Because like from what I understood in the comics, whenever Batman breaks his code, he has this whole like moral meltdown and just becomes a monster for a little while afterward. So
All right. So
That's gonna
this
be
is
great.
the analogy I've always heard. Okay, so like, Batman is the guy. If he smokes weed, he's going to become a meth addict within 3 days.
yes, that's exactly how it is. From what I've seen.
Quote the man himself in Batman Under the Red Hood, which that's arguably the best DC animated film. He says that going down that road and killing, like, primarily talking about the Joker, would be too easy, and that if he went down that road, he can't see himself ever coming back.
Man, if killing the Joker is
What
too
road are
easy,
you talking about? Holy
If-
shit! Like, come on, man, just kill.
Like,
it's
look,
not so much
if
killing
killing
the dude. It's like saving him every time.
Yeah, if killing the Joker is too hard, let's just put him in a coma. You know, let's cut off his arms, let's cut off the legs, let's put him in a medically induced coma. No more putting him in a jail cell that we know he can break out of. You know, let's just do that. I think that's fine.
I mean, well, no, because what is it? The first time Joker showed up, he died. He got shot and died,
Oh,
but he was popular, so they just brought him back.
yeah. Well, I mean, Joker is pretty popular. And then Mark Hamill did a pretty great Joker.
Yeah, that also happened.
Yeah, no. That's one of my favorite Jokers for sure. But back on Batman, you know, I think if Batman actually bothered to learn magic, he would legitimately be overpowered. Like, right now, DC is theory crafting with Dark Knight or the Batman That Laughs. And the Batman That Laughs is, like, super overpowered. And it's partly because, like, that guy also bothered to learn magic. Turns out Batman has really good aptitude for it.
Yeah, Batman, he has knowledge of magic and whatnot. He does have has gathered some items that would help him fight magicians and whatnot, but it's mainly right to avoid giving magic, because in a way that would be giving superpowers. And there hasn't been any explanation for why Batman is deciding not to use magic, other than again the writers
It's autism.
don't
Yeah.
allow
It's
Like-
autism.
Like, one of
The
the
actual answer.
One of the written reasons that I've seen is just he doesn't trust magic, because I think the Batman That Laughs brought this up against Batman at one point.
And sometimes they've before been said Batman doesn't believe in magic, but at the same time, he knows magic exists. He's teamed up with all sorts of different magic. Like it's
It's not real, bro.
Shit.
Those people, not real.
Yeah, it's Anna's one of his most trusted allies outside the Bat family.
She's not real.
I also like how the chat and the conversation on stream are two different topics. It's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Oh, hey,
sorry
Hyrule.
to interrupt your conversation.
Oh no, go for it,
I
Hyrule.
got myself stuck in water.
Ah,
And I don't know how to get out.
well,
Well,
think
you'll
like
be able to
yeah.
find a way to kill yourself in the game, and that usually gets you out.
yep.
Yeah, it,
Well then,
Flashpoint, which that was an event in comics that they used primarily to create the new 52 verse, and they used that in the DC animated films to create the animated storyline when it came to that was along several different films that recently did end with Doomsday.
The Teen Titans one, right?
No, it was not. Teen Titans film was included in that, but it ended with Doomsday War. It started off with Flashpoint, followed closely by Justice League, and then it ended with the Doomsday. So, which it had wrapped up different storylines, and for the most part, I would say it did not wrap. It just was like, we know it's ending, so let's just get to it. And they relied a lot on shock value rather than quality writing. It's like, oh, you want to... this is how all these different characters are going to die horrifically and horribly. There you go. That's going to make you invested in this, right?
That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I wish people at the top of studios realize that continuity goes a very long way for a lot of people. But I guess continuity isn't profitable.
Yeah, I know, like, plenty of people were upset about how, like, Nightwing gets the crap beat out of him all the time in the animated films and pretty much doesn't do much, but when he's supposed to be on a similar level as Batman, it's like, oh.
You see, what I'd do to balance it out is make Batman get beat up just as much.
Yeah, that'd be the way to balance it out.
Yeah,
I mean, like
if...
Yeah?
He's pretty much like... Batman and Nightwing, Goku, Vegeta. Oh, here comes this new villain, beats the crap out of Nightwing. Batman finds a way to beat him up. It's like, jeez.
I mean, well, that's a standard writing trick. You have this one guy, oh yeah, look, this one's super strong. And then you have them get beat up to prove how super strong the bad guy is.
Yeah, and let's see. I know when it came to in that final film, there's Doomsday starts invading the Earth and have all his minions come around, and you see several different heroes die. Nightwing just ends up getting stabbed in the chest by one of the minions. That happened.
Okay, so, I mean, lots of people get stabbed in the chest. So, like, it's pretty hard to survive that.
Yeah, unless you have like 5 hearts.
Yeah, and
I mean, yeah, no. 5 hearts tends to protect you from most chest stabs.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless they stab in such a particular way that all 5 hearts are stabbed in a single go.
Yeah.
Like, at that point, it's just like, props to you, dude.
Yeah, like they put in the effort. Like they definitely did their Batman level of homework.
But yeah, at least he was killed on screen. Like there was plenty of different characters that were killed off of it, and just be like, oh yeah, he's dead.
I
He's
didn't
dead.
see this one. I'm gonna have to like make sure to watch this one. I'm kind of sad that the animated universe is over because I really liked it. I thought it was a really solid project.
It's definitely going down in writing terms.
Well, I don't think Conan hated magic, Tallow.
Oh, someone's
I
saying.
think Conan didn't like the people he knew who used magic.
Oh, Conan, you're talking about something else.
Oh,
like-
it's a comment on the chat, Flower.
Yeah, I realized that I wasn't
Yeah.
to the chat. Yeah, and when it comes to okay, I'm trying to find oh, there it is, that person. Right. And because I'm getting the Sonic files on my laptop, and since I'm on the laptop, I could send you. I believe I could send you files
Yes.
instead of having to go and the.
Email, yeah. Go in Discord and just send it there. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying. Yeah, they're files. It's
Talo had asked, what is more important, canon or continuity? Is there a situation where good continuity isn't canon?
Like there's different canons depending on like example DC. There's different universes, so
Right.
technically it's different.
I think continuity is more rewarding than just doing things that are canonical for a particular universe. Because I'd rather stick in one universe for 5 years than switch across 5 universe for 5 years.
Yeah, unless if it's like it would make sense if, for example, a TV show would be in a different canon than the source. Like comic books all the time, the comic book is in the canon, and TV shows in different canon.
I mean, effectively, you might as well just put it as each writer's writing is a different canon.
Yeah, that's probably like the best way to go about it. Like when I know like with comics, there's one of the DC writers that like does super hardcore character lore, and whenever he
Morrison.
him, it's him. I recognize that name. When he gets involved, his stories all have that very specific signature of his. But then, you know, you go out of his story and it's just, this is jarring. And it's unfortunate that he mostly draws from his own work and not of any of the work that happened in between him most of the time.
And,
I mean, well, it's reached the point where you can't have a Swamp Thing comic without referencing Morrison stuff.
Yeah. But Swamp Thing is like super esoteric though.
Yeah.
Whereas Batman has more writers that can go into the gritty, just crime drama kind of aspects. I mean, I love the esoteric Batman. Like whenever they brought up Barbatos, I thought that was a really great idea. And the Court of Owls was pretty cool too.
Yeah, Court of Owls was a concept that was brought in. They did bring it into the animated films, but it was only in one film.
Oh, yeah, the one with Damien, right?
Oh, Damien had multiple.
Yeah, but like the one that featured the Court of Owls was like the Damien story, or like the one of the like important Damien stories, if I recall, like where he was becoming.
No, wasn't that a Dick Grayson story, Court of Owls?
Oh, was it? Oh yeah, no, I think in the comics, Court of Owls was with Dick, I think. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I could see that as a potential thing that would make the Grace fans angry. Oh, because okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna start sending you those files.
Thank you, sir.
Trying. And, okay, first one.
Hyrule, you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, cool, Hyrule. You know,
I just don't really have anything to talk about.
Oh, well, Hyrule, do you have any thoughts about Hero Academia?
Okay, did it work?
No, actually. Not really.
Oh.
That ones that I haven't talked about in chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did it work, Chip?
I can't check right now, Prower. I can tell you, like, after the thing. You sent it to the Tripl email, right? Oh, sorry, wait, on Discord. Let me just check real quick. That's easier. Sorry, Prower. I got this. I forgot. Oh, I see it, Prower. It's fine.
Okay, so I'll send the other through this one.
Yes.
So this game is just basically a Minecraft RPG?
It's more like Diablo 3, in all honesty. Like, I feel it's closer to Diablo 3. Is that
I've never played Diablo.
What would you call this? Is it a roguelike? No, I don't know what roguelikes are, in all honesty.
I mean, are the maps different every time? Because if they are, totally this is roguelike Minecraft.
Oh no, I think like once we're in this map, it's like the swampy place will always be the swampy place. I missed all the My Hero from earlier. Sarge, earlier I think we were talking about ships on the chat. And just things about ships. I think I need to level up skill. Like, legitimately.
Okay. Since all four, we should be good now.
Trip, it's almost dead.
I know.
If you can get on ground level and arrow it.
Oh god. That's it. It's over. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Dungeon crawler. That Mount Lady panel of her grabbing Gigantamax. Ah, yes. That was a pretty badass shot, Sarge. Skelly, where do you think we're gonna go with Hero Academia after this is over? Like, what do you think are going to be the immediate arcs coming up? Okay.
Half a dozen school arcs.
Sorry, what did you say?
Half a dozen school arcs.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense to me. I'm just equipping stuff.
And then I'll have dropped it again, and I won't care.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. I like hearing your sass.
Like, I'll always hear a little bit, because I go into those places where it's like, they're talking about a bunch of anime.
Yeah. We're supposed to be salvaging our weapons, right? Or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Salvage your old gear.
I got a lot of gear. Okay. So in terms of...
I need a new weapon, because my weapons suck.
Okay. I think I have a thingamajig here. Any plans on a My Hero Academia Hero Risings related video? I don't know. I don't know, Animamus. What kind of topics would you guys like for those kind of videos? Like, you want to talk about the implications of Bakugo being rejected essentially at the end of the movie by Thingamajig, by the power? Let's see. 20% increased damage. Skelly, we end up fighting a lot of undead, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Okay. Now, some files. Laptop. One of these days will just spontaneously combust. That's my prediction.
Oh, make sure you record that, Prower. I would love to see it spontaneously combust on you. But I hope you would be okay, Prower. But I think it would be fun.
That would imply I just have a camera out at all times. You know, spontaneous combustion just suck.
Okay, Animamus. Peter Grill. I'm gonna watch that. So Peter Grill's Tallow Wolf. I'm going to watch that in a few days. So that's when it'll be out.
And just waiting on it. Shut down. Shut down. Shut down. Shut down.
Alright.
Yes.
You know, truthfully, I don't fully understand how the enchantments work. 25% max damage. Enchanting. Increase attack speed for each consecutive shot. Okay, sure. Rapid fire. Boost arrow punch back. Grant the chance to fire. Ah, excellent. The birds.
Oh boy, trying to sound like either a classic horror film or a terrible modern day horror film.
Wind horn. Yay! Anyway, a question for the chat. I was thinking of doing more light novel based content. Like, would you guys like light novel based content? It'd mostly be light novel reviews for like things like Shield Hero, pretty much the isekais that are going on at any part of the season, and just talking about little things like little facts and details. Would you guys like that in the chat? And then Sar said, the rejection of Bakugo was interesting to me. I feel it would be a great concept for One for All to have a boosting effect to others if they were to share blood with Deku and have their quirks boosted. I mean, I think it's funny that we're just going to be sharing blood with Izuku now. Skelly, where do you want to go? You can decide.
Yep, I was going to. Anyway, let's see if it were up to me. As Horikoshi,
yeah,
I would give Izuku AIDS. So no matter who he gives One for All to have AIDS. And the whole story just revolves around AIDS now.
Well, we could like
Skelly doesn't care about the story at this point. He just is like, do whatever you want.
You know what? Let's dial it down from AIDS, and let's just say like a regular blood virus, like Izuku has like whatever Goku had during that one season of Dragon Ball, and now everyone has it. That'd be good.
A heart attack?
Well, what did he have? He had a heart virus or something like that. I don't remember. Like honestly, that plot seemed very convoluted to me. That sorry, not Izuku. That Goku was gonna die of a virus.
Yeah,
No, I
it
just
was,
killed a sheep.
yeah,
Oh, I feel so sad. I didn't even mean to kill it.
because they did cure for it, right? Just after Goku. Apparently, virus that Goku, a lot of people got. It was just, if I remember correctly. So
Those birds sound like they're talking to each other.
I know. They do this every time I'm talking. Okay.
yeah, I see that this was said for normal stuff, and let's see, that goes like shield hero that shield more than use shield more than a weapon. Let's see, I mean,
God, those birds
like,
are going at 100% now. Prower, what did you do? Why did you trigger them?
I blame SAO.
Oh, I blame SAO too.
Okay, thank you for taking my catchphrase.
Hey, look, man, we both made it.
Yo, you really popularized it, Prower. Isn't this what everyone lives for? You started a meme, Prower.
It's SAO at best is a meme, so already.
You know, SAO to me is just a money printing machine that I wish I had.
So you're saying it is an EA sports game?
I don't know. Isn't like printing money illegal? You shouldn't do that, Trip.
Oh, it's illegal? Oh.
Nah. It's only
yeah.
illegal if you're not sanctioned.
That's true.
Oh,
Are you
good to know,
saying-
good to know.
Adding an NBA 2K game are illegal because that's just printing. It's the same game every year.
They have the copyright.
As
I
long
think
as you
they're
have
sanctioned.
then you can print money.
Like, look, man, if you have the rights to do it, who's gonna stop you?
You know,
Isekai
it's yeah.
NBA 2K anime.
Isekai NBA 2K.
No.
I don't know. No, just Isekai NBA 2K. Like, Japanese businessmen die and get reincarnated to a world where destiny is decided by basketball.
Oh, so they got thrown into a shonen manga. Excellent.
I thought you were talking about a video game. I was like, oh, how would that even be a video game?
What? Well, no, it's like everyone gets like lame powers. Like they can make their fingernails grow infinitely. These are your basketball
Okay.
players.
Hank Griffin, but... And yeah, when it comes to other things like outside of things that you typically review, like did you catch up with IDW comics, Trip?
No, I did not. I read some of them when they came up, but I haven't caught up with any of that in particular.
Oh, what about Fells 5? You've read the whole thing, right, Trip?
Which one?
Fells 5?
Fells 5. What is that?
That's the D&D comic.
Oh, no, I haven't. I don't think I have. Let me just very quickly look.
Oh, it's really good. You should check it out.
Space Jam, the anime. That would be great. Space Jam was great.
But it probably would be a good time. Because they're only about, I think, just under 30 issues. And so they just got done with their biggest arc.
You're saying IDW, Prower? IDW?
Yeah, Sonic IDW.
Okay.
But why Sonic?
And
Well, cause Prower likes Sonic.
Another thing is that they've only had one spin-off mini-series, and that was for 2 original characters that became extremely popular.
I'm running away.
Oh yeah, it was 29. They have 29 in the main series issues. And when it comes to the right. There are certainly some issues when it comes.
No.
There are issues here. Right, a main issue with the IDW Sonic comics is how long this arc that just ended felt for a lot of people.
Why
Went
not
over
just
a
kill
year.
everyone? If you're just gonna make a long arc, just kill all your characters. Turn it into
Well,
like this is the end of the series. Just move on with
it
your
was.
life.
You realize, Skelly, it was a zombie
Yes,
virus.
I know exactly which arc you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I know which arc too. Yeah, it's good that they're finally
But
done.
just like kill everyone.
So-
Move on with life. Like, you know what? I'm done with the Sonic
okay.
comic. I'm just gonna burn this bridge.
Oh wait,
Hey,
wait.
did-
Animamus
oh.
said there's a new law in Canada. Oh, that's pretty good. Good. People shouldn't be using their phone while they're driving. Good. Anyway, yes, Prower.
So it didn't help that during all of this, Corona became a thing. So it's like, oh yeah, all these characters are trying to avoid the virus, and then
Oh, they should have worn a mask.
Yeah.
and it just got really awkward for all the writers involved.
Well, why would it be awkward? Like avoiding a virus is like a natural response to a virus.
It's a lot of people, of course, upset about the coronavirus. and
Why did I
everything,
do
and
that?
they
Did you die?
No, I just jumped off.
hopefully it did not necessarily. Some people are like, great. They wanted to get away from hearing about viruses, and it's so the one thing you go to is just like TV shows, video games, etc., and be like, oh look, another virus, great.
I mean, I understand wanting to escape, but like you can't really blame them for talking about a plot. Like, you know, what are we gonna do when Yellowstone blows up and we're talking about apocalyptic scenarios? Is everyone not gonna want to read about apocalyptic scenarios that are already happening? That's just kind of ridiculous. I'm being a bit facetious.
Imagine writing a comic where Yellowstone blows up like a week. It gets released a week before Yellowstone blows up.
Man, that would be great. That would be great because everyone would be like, "Yo, did this thing predict the future?" And it's like, nah. It just played the odds. Odds were it was gonna happen. Every day we get past Yellowstone is every day Yellowstone gets closer to us.
That's true.
And so, yeah, with that,
Did we go here before, Trip? I feel like we didn't.
No, I don't recognize this place.
Maybe it is a roguelike. Minecraft roguelike dungeon crawling experience.
That's prettier than base Minecraft. Miguel said, I mean, sometimes things are not that unrealistic to happen. Yeah, sometimes reality is like weirder than fiction. In some ways, there's some situations where fiction just makes more sense. Because at least in fiction, you always have a good sense of all the variables involved. Hey, is spontaneous combustion, like, still a thing that people aren't sure if it's, like, real or not? Like, 100% sure of? Like, are there...
I'm not sure if it's real.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I'm not sure if it's real.
Okay.
Like, I feel like on some level, yes, spontaneous combustion could happen.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah, right? Why? Maybe someone just picks up like an unnatural amount of dark matter instantaneously and that just causes them to combust? I don't know.
That reminds me, there was a South Park episode several years ago about spontaneous combustion. I mean, like, well over a decade ago. That they had that episode, and yeah, it's in the episode. It just start off with just one random character walking down the street, la la la, and then just ash like that, gone, dead.
Sorry, I realized the sacrifice I've had to make to get this healing totem. I don't have health potions, Trip.
Oh, that explains a lot. Yeah, and yeah, Sarge, Fire Force. I was thinking of Fire Force when I was saying spontaneous combustion. Skelly, do you believe in like the twin telepathy thingamajig? Like twins are just like creepily linked?
Okay,
Yes.
so,
Yes.
like, not on a spiritual level, but
No.
I think that twins,
Yes.
because they've known each other for so long,
Yes.
they can instantly read the twins' body language,
Yes.
even if they don't understand what they're doing.
Okay.
Say that again about twins.
That makes sense to me.
Twins in general will be able to tell immediately what their twin is thinking by their body language because they've been around them so long. Through sheer experience.
Let me
I mean, I
say,
could do the same thing with my brother.
I have a twin, and that was never the case.
Well, he
but-
said in
That's
general.
'cause it's a good twin, evil twin thing with you.
Yeah, yeah. Flower, you guys got like an
Good will
economy.
never understand evil, and evil will never understand good. Right?
But
Well,
neutral will
another-
understand everyone.
No,
another
neutral
thing-
understands no one.
Oh, come on.
Thing worth noting is that we're fraternal, not identical. So-
That is worth noting. You know, like, okay, I'm gonna talk about something, and I know it's frowned upon, but like, I really like unethical research because when unethical research enters the chat, you'll learn a lot of things really quickly. Like the one that I'm thinking of, like there was a case of 3 triplets, and this scientist like broke them up and like had them like adopted out to different families or whatnot. Someone like correct me if I'm wrong if you know the story. But then these 3 twins had strange similarities occurring in their lives. I think they all had depression, which actually makes sense if you think about genetic dispositions to depression. But they had odd things happening in their lives, and I think like the more sensational versions of the story or other stories is that they end up like naming their kids the same name or some kind of stuff like that. It's just really interesting.
Like twins who are split up, marry twins.
Yeah. Just weird synchronicities. It's always strange. Hey, Prower, have you and your twin done anything weird?
No, again, we're fraternal. That means we don't look alike. We are
yeah.
not.
That doesn't mean you can't do weird things.
Yeah, Prower. You could still do weird things.
Okay, well, he did a weird thing. He's a Trump supporter. That's weird. But
I don't know, like
That doesn't seem weird.
40% of the voting public did that.
That's probably that's like 50% of America, though, roughly. And that doesn't feel that weird.
it's not 50% America at this point. But
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
probably,
Yeah, probably not. Like
prob-
you're
probably-
reaching maybe 30% at best.
Yeah, let's probably not try to go too further into this though, because politics.
yeah. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I heard his
Oh,
trips
I was
were-
speaking about politics earlier today with some friends.
Yeah.
It was great. Okay, so we realized that we all really like the idea of Seinfeldism.
Okay, tell me what
So you guys have
Seinfeldism.
watched the B movie, right?
I watched the B movie, but I think I might have promptly forgotten.
Okay, so at the start of the movie, the Bs, once they like graduate high school, they're decided what they're going to do for the rest of their lives.
Yes.
So the idea with Seinfeldism is the day you turn 18, Jerry Seinfeld first of all plays the Seinfeld theme in your ear,
Yeah.
and then will tell you what you're going to do for the rest of your life.
Well, I would love to hear the theme in my ear. That feels very magical. But
Anyway,
Oh, and
no,
also-
no, so you're given a
Oh.
chip that's given to you at birth
yeah.
that every once in a while will play the Seinfeld theme,
Oh my gosh.
and naturally,
Okay.
this is how Jerry Seinfeld will communicate with you
Okay.
when you turn 18.
But this chip like
Oh,
sometimes.
and if he thinks of a really, really funny joke, he'll just tell it to everyone in the world at the same time.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, can you get likes? Can you like see if you get likes for your joke?
Well, no, it's Jerry Seinfeld only.
Okay, but could he tell you like, hey, you got like 100 likes on your joke the other day?
Well, no. I mean, look, if he's paying attention to you, then obviously you are the prophet of Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh yeah. Oh, so this would be like.
Jerry Seinfeld speaks to us all,
Mhm.
you know.
And also, Jacko, those were not.
Oh, yeah.
Have birds.
They're my birds, Jacko. It was just a joke. Thank you, Power.
Anyway, we talked about a bunch of different political theories, like anarcho-primitivism was one thing that surprisingly a lot of us favored. We're like,
What?
the Industrial Revolution and its consequences
Yeah.
ruined humanity or something.
Yeah. So what was anarcho? Wait, was it just being primitive and being
Anarcho-primitivism?
without a government?
Anarcho is without a government.
Yeah.
Primitivism means without society in general.
Oh, okay.
Reject modernity, embrace monkey.
Oh, okay. Huh. I don't know. But then we wouldn't be able to enjoy like. Well, actually, maybe it's better if we don't have time to enjoy anime and manga. Maybe we could get
See, you're understanding the appeal already.
like maybe we would
You're an
accomplish
anime
more.
reviewer, and you're understanding the appeal, Trip.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm an anime reviewer, and I wish I like yeah, I understand.
So everyone really liked my idea. So you've heard my whole become a spacefaring race, colonize the galaxy. Then just one day out of the blue, every human gets vaporized. Half of our all information is deleted, so it's like there are huge gaps in what future generations can know about humanity.
Yeah.
We see the galaxy with life, so that we know someone's going to show up. You know. Then we all just vaporize ourselves, making ourselves a precursor race, and then we're like, what vaporized them? Why'd they all disappear this day suddenly? They'll never know.
They'll never know.
The great prank. That's prank.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, I hope that if we ever do get wiped out, I hope that we become a big mystery for the future generation, and that they go off the wrong path based entirely off of a hypothesis that was wrong. That'd be great.
Anyway, so my friends were like, what if that's why humans think they're alone? Because the actual precursor race did this exact same thing, and everyone's just starting from the same point.
I mean, that sounds great to me. I would do it. The past was a mistake. Wait. Yeah. Got it.
Well, the point of anarcho-primitivism is that the past wasn't a mistake. the
Yes.
future was a mistake.
Oh, I had something. Oh, I have 2 things of dynamite. Oh, this is great. Skell, stand in one spot and I'll throw it at you.
All right, cool.
All right. No, that's too easy. You just laid back and accepted it. What's wrong with you, man?
Well, you know, maybe it's a fundamental want for death.
But you're already a skeleton.
Oh, we're already at the boss fight?
It's okay. I got the bombs. Okay, that did not do that much. I thought that would do more damage. Honestly, I was expecting more, but it did not work out.
Oh, right, I don't have reflect anymore.
Oh, you don't? You got rid of it? Damn.
Yeah, I put on a different set of armor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the only armor I had that was good enough for anything. Oh.
Because it has way more health. That's why I used it.
Yeah. My only real upgrade
And
was...
damage reduction.
Oh, you got damage reduction? That's cool. My only real upgrade was the hammer. The hammer just does more damage. Running away. Oh, man, I think I had a good topic in my head, but I forgot. Dang it. Oh. What did Jackal say? If Elon Musk made a robotic chip and they would put it in our brains and any bone, any part we have... Oh, I'm not really a fan of, like, transhumanism, in all honesty. Skelly, what do you feel about that?
Transhumanism is like rife with abuse
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah, like, look at how bad things are today with Google, and then just imagine. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. I walked into the flames. That was stupid of me. Skelly, you just try to beat it if you can. Oh god, the fire's got... Kill it, kill it, kill it! Yes.
Kill it with fire.
Oh, he did it. He did it. He 100% did it.
Uh-huh. See, I have the healing item. I have the healing totem.
I agree, Sarge. He needs to work on the cat
Okay.
girls. You got a healing item? Cool. Nice! Victory!
Well, I think the problem with Elon Musk doing that is he'd use it to abuse people. He'd like put, haha, this is a funny meme I found.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be as good as the whole Seinfeldism, where Jerry Seinfeld, every time he writes a funny joke.
Yeah, when it comes to Elon Musk,
He's funny. He's funny, Power. He's 100% funny. I think. Well, I think he's a bit of a jerk, honestly, but he's also a smart guy. So like that level, like he's kind of like those people that you meet in college that are too smart for their own good and just asses because they haven't really learned proper social cues.
Like accusing someone of being a pedophile because he doesn't like them.
You know, that those kind of accusations people make. Well, like, wait. First, people are rude to people are rude in general a lot. You know, it's just he has a big audience.
And he went to court over that, and in the case he tried to claim that I forget the name of the country, but saying, oh, if anyone goes down to that country, they're just trying to get a young bride.
I mean, like I said, I think I think he's just a person who doesn't understand proper
He's
social
just
cues.
An internet guy.
Yeah.
Who's way too rich for his own good.
Yeah. Thanks, Kel. That's pretty much it. Oh, I remember Cyber Chase. Cyber Chase was pretty cool. Tallow Wolf.
Wait,
I
one
wouldn't.
with,
I could include
robot,
what?
right? That
Oh,
can look like a
Cyber Chase.
person?
It was like, it was a number teacher kind of show. Oh, see, Animamus. Scale, did you want to do one more level?
Oh, that's Cyber Chase.
Yeah, when you say Cyber Chase, you think of some good old Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah, the Cyber Ghost thingamabob. And yeah, Tallow, I would look into web novels as well, because those are always worthwhile looking at. Anywho, Scale, did you want to do one more level?
No. These levels are terrible. I hate all of them.
Oh, okay. Corrupted Beacon.
Oh my.
What are you doing, Scale? Are you just like looking at your equipment or something?
No, I'm buying a ton of random gear that I know I won't use.
Ah, excellent. Okay.
This is just great. I see a meme in which that shows Cell beating up young Gohan while Goku watches, but it labels Cell as COVID, Gohan as the U.S. population, and Goku as the U.S. government.
Anyway, so I'm a bounce from this game because I'm like, this is Diablo 3 endgame tier stuff. I'm like, I'm not ready for this.
Can't handle it.
If only we had X.
I'm too morally weak.
Okay, so you're officially saying you're done for the night, Skull?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine, because this is better for me, because I have to go to bed anyway. It would be
watch those videos in stream chat.
Videos on stream chat. There's videos on stream chat. I guess we could do that.
Haha. You see, they're all my videos.
Oh, excellent.
All right. So.
Would find something.
I'm a bounce.
Yeah.
I'm kick Hyrule and Vance from this chat.
Yes.
All right. Catch you guys later.
Thanks for being here, Scale.
Oh. So, I'm just gonna stick in here for now. Stay.
Oh, sure, Power. I'm going to check out those videos. And just to let you know, Power, I did receive the files, so thank you.
No problem.
And then I can also talk to the people in chat here if you guys have anything you want to say. Do. Loading up. What?
some fan art from the Sonic manga. That's neat.
What are you looking at, Prower? And Prower, remember,
Uh,
you're still on stream and all that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, jeez.
I was just saying good neat, but I'm just scrolling through Twitter and I just said that I saw I believe it's fan art of a character from the Sonic manga.
Oh, okay. Okay, for everyone that's still on the stream chat, we're gonna check out one of Skelly's videos here. As you can see, it's on the screen, so let's check it out. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it, Prower. I don't think you will be able to hear it.
With my holy blade and pure heart, I have come to end thee.
Yep, I do not.
To me, noble warrior.
That's okay.
Let
Yeah.
the black wave of death crash over me.
Your time has come, Dreadlord. At last, foul lich. Now you.
Hold on, shut up. Thou hast lain with the fairer sex?
Well, yeah.
You said you were pure of heart.
Well, I am pure of heart.
No, no, no! You had sex, man! Get the fuck out of here!
This isn't over yet, lich.
Oh, it's over, asshole! Unless you go down and fuck that girl, it's over! God damn it!
That was great. Prower, I don't know if you saw it, but that was great. That was a good one. Do 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 do.
Oh.
Okay, and guys, as we are ending the stream here, if there's any last topics you want talked about, please let me know. And in regards to Sarge, it would be interesting to see a video on an in-depth look in the mind of John. That would be interesting, Sarge, but I'd take time because I'd have to read the whole series just to make sure I don't screw it up. I mean, like, he'd be fun in terms of just a case study of the mindset.
Yep, they don't make games like Doom anymore. Quake? Now that was a real game. Remember Blockbuster? Those were some good times. Remember MSN Messenger? I'd take that over Discord any day of the week. Video games just don't have soul like.
Man, Scully's into weird stuff, man.
You just figured that out?
I mean, it's just... it's always fun to be reminded of it. This should be an official opening. Sarge, you posted something there. Is that going to get me copyright struck? Oh, this feels dangerous.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to know, considering I can't hear it. I can't warn you.
Yeah.
Okay, and two different VAs ranked Disney princesses based on how well they think they would be in Smash.
That's going to... Sorry, what did you say, Prower?
I said two different VAs went through and put Disney princesses on a tier list based on how great they would be as playable in Smash.
Oh, okay, that's kind of funny. I'm just seeing on the side of the screen that Turtle Quirk made a video of why Shigaraki can steal One for All explained. I think that's a kind of hasty... I think that's kind of hasty. Oh, and thanks, Frosty. Guys, what do you think about that? The idea that Shigaraki can steal One for All. I do legitimately think that's pretty hasty. Is someone on?
Yeah. I think,
Yeah, which Disney princesses? I gotta be back for this one.
Oh, I go through the entire list.
I don't give a shit. He said two Disney princesses.
No, I said all Disney princesses, not two.
Oh. All right, who is at the top?
S rank in no particular order: Mulan, Elsa, Pocahontas, and Moana.
All right, I got a question. The placement of Pocahontas.
I agree. That one's weird.
Otherwise, I think that's a solid tier list. Though I think Elsa's whole freezing mechanic might be broken.
Definitely.
Yeah. When it comes, she's Mulan is the top, followed by Elsa, Anna, and then Pocahontas is.
Oh right, Mulan's just a Fire Emblem character. I
Yeah,
understand.
I understand Mulan too. Like when you hear Mulan, it's like, yeah, this is pretty much Lucina except with a backwards held sword or something.
So that's the S rank.
And then the ultimate is just a shit ton of fireworks.
And
All right, who is bottom tier?
bottom tier is Elsa's sister. I think that is Sleeping Beauty, and people are gonna get Ariel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ariel, the Little Mermaid is the
I don't know.
lowest.
Okay, so if this is Smash Bros, I think Ariel would have good aerials.
The thing is, I'm guessing since she doesn't have legs, unless she agrees to get rid of her voice, I guess that's as much she's winning.
Yeah, but you don't need a voice to fight Prower. Unless your whole mechanic is shouting at people.
I'm just assuming that I don't know what I didn't watch the stream in which that they came together and went through consensus for each of the rankings, because they did it on stream tonight.
Fair. What is it? Like, I don't know why people are like, oh, Shigaraki can take OFA. Like, what's the point of this? Like, unless the whole point is they lose their quirks, but then they just beat them up anyway, which is like, okay, then why'd you need the quirk in the first place?
But okay, yeah, the three VAs were Fea Mata. She's known for playing characters like Stalfo and Fate, Petra, and Three Houses.
Oh, you're watching the video trip?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it just to talk about it.
And Billy Kametz, who's known for, I forget the name of the character from I forget the name of the movie too. It was pretty much the most popular anime movie of like the past year. From Trigger, you know what I'm talking about? He plays the buff guy at the two main characters.
Oh, Promare?
Yeah, Promare. Yeah, he voices the firefighter guy, and he voices the Nafumi in Shield Hero, and he's the voice of Ferdinand von Ayer. And the third is Christina V.
Okay.
Who roles like Shantae, Killua, Zoldyck. She's been a lot of stuff for a reason I can't think of a third. So maybe it'll just come to me randomly.
Gotcha. Prower, I'm gonna watch this video that Turtle Quirk has here. So just to let you know in case I'm quiet.
Right, and I can't hear.
Yeah.
Of it, so I'm not.
Yeah. I'm just going to... No, I'll just watch it here. For the guys in the chat, so we're going to watch this video real quick. This will be the last thing we do for the night. And all I want to say is, like, you know, I really respect the hustle of people that can make explain videos about their theories. Like, I'm just seeing the future of Todoroki, My Hero Academia time skip, and it's like, I wish I could monetize as well as these guys could. Like, legitimately. I wish I could get the amount of views these guys could for theory crafting. Sucks. Anyway. Is Skelly still here? Oh, he is. Oh, cool. Here we go. I wish I could do those type of videos. Yeah, me too, Sarge. Let's see. Gonna do this guy's video. Loading it up. All right, so let's see what's going on.
Take one for all is something that is not meant to be possible in the world of My Hero Academia. In chapter 59 of the manga, All Might explicitly said to Deku that one for all could not be taken by force, and it can only be transferred when the user wants it to happen. Despite this, events in the Heroes Rising movie, coupled with what's currently going on in the manga right now, it all leads me to believe that it's possible this rule doesn't really matter anymore.
Okay, so I saw like the Heroes movie. So what the guy just said is that the events in the Heroes movie makes him feel that it's not possible. But if I recall correctly, 9 wasn't able to steal Izuku's quirk. So this should be a moot point.
Warning, this video will contain spoilers from the manga to provide evidence for what I'm saying, so do watch at your own risk if you're an anime only. Also, a quick announcement, my first ever Q&A will be happening on this channel next week, so if you want me to answer your questions or theories, then head on over to my Patreon.
Yeah, he established that first, but he's saying like something in the movie is making him feel that's wrong. So he's pretty much just like, he's pretty much questioning the initial, premise, which is fine if like we're talking about unreliable narrators. But Sarge is pointing out that, and Sarge and Miguel are saying, 9 said he didn't have enough space, referencing the multiple one-for-all quirks. Now, guys, I think that's a cop-out because we're using quirk logic at this point. Because, you know, whether or not one-for-all is 1 quirk or 9 quirks really comes down to perspective. Like, 9 could say that he wasn't able to steal it because he could sense multiple functions in the one-for-all quirk. But that also, like, that doesn't tell us that what position does 9 have to say that he would be able to take the quirk in the first place, right? He probably could only feel that there was an issue with the quirk, but that still doesn't say that he can say that he could void the permission requirement. It's just what he can sense is all that we ended up seeing from his interpretation. Is that it would be my rebuttal back to Miguel and Sarge.
Any questions you have in the comment of my latest post. Because this is the first one ever, I'll be answering at least 2 questions from any person who submits them, so be sure to get your questions in. But with that said, let's get into the video. For those of you who are
he has a Patreon now. Oh, that's cool. I should do that too.
confused as to why one fall can't be stolen, there's actually a pretty simple reason. As we know, one fall is not a naturally occurring quirk, but rather it's the combination of a power stockpiling quirk and a transfer ability. The original transfer quirk belongs to All For One's brother, and the nature of it was such that in order to transfer quirks, the user had to pass on some DNA, whether it be hair or blood or whatever else you can think of. Crucially though, the person transferring had to want the transfer to happen, otherwise you can literally just sneak up on Deku whilst he's sleeping and then eat a strand of his hair and steal one for all. Because of this defense mechanism, All For One himself was never able to apply the quirk despite encountering all the different users throughout history. As a side note, we've seen how people in the same family...
Also, one thing I'm going to say, guys, in regards to that whole thing about 9's issue about not being able to absorb one for all because there were multiple quirks going on in there, what happens when you have a perfect hybrid quirk like Todoroki's? Where exactly is the boundary between what makes one quirk 1 and one quirk 2? You know, like, because as we go into quirk singularity, all quirks are getting more complex. It just seems kind of arbitrary to say that, oh, this guy suddenly has like 9 quirks in 1, when I could say Todoroki has 2 quirks in 1 technically. I mean, like, there's also a thing like the quirk factor, but I don't know how the quirk factor works for one for all. Okay, back into the video.
So it's no surprise that All For One, you know, he's a guy who can both steal quirks and transfer quirks. It's no surprise that he had a brother with just a transferring ability. Too bad they didn't have any other relatives because that family line could have been super OP by this point. Back to the main point though. The first on-screen hint that we got that one for all could be stolen was during the Heroes Rising movie. And spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen it yet. During a scene in the woods, 9 used the power of All For One to try and steal one for all, giving us our first bit of evidence regarding the topic of this video. For those that don't know, 9 was given a duplicate version of All For One and had the capacity to steal a maximum of 8 additional quirks. As 9 begins to absorb one for all, Deku thinks to himself that it's about to be stolen, which is not the thought process of someone who has confidence in All Might's words that it couldn't be taken by force. We then see the vestiges briefly appear, and 9 is then
wait, what did he say?
Stolen, which is not the thought process of someone who has confidence, giving us our first bit of evidence regarding the topic of this video. For those that don't know, 9 was given a duplicate version of All For One and had the capacity to steal a maximum of 8 additional quirks. As 9 begins to absorb one for all, Deku thinks to himself that it's about to be stolen, which is not the thought.
Okay, Deku thinking that one for all is about to be stolen. So, Turtle Quirk just brought up that he's bringing up some doubt because Izuku had that thought process. Izuku having that thought process makes sense. Izuku always talks big about situations that are occurring. And honestly, for the sake of a movie, this drums up the stakes. Like, this is an issue where I think the narrative takes value over the logic.
Process of someone who has confidence in All Might's words that it couldn't be taken by force. We then see the vestiges briefly appear, and 9 is then prevented from acquiring the power. And when I first saw this moment, I assumed that this was the safety mechanism of 1 for All kicking in and, you know, not
I mean,
allowing
could-
someone to take it away without consent.
I
However,
agree.
Because 9 can only steal 8 quirks, he realizes that the reason he couldn't take it was because 1 for All has multiple quirks stored inside it from all the previous users. This
Now see, that's the point right there, right? He's taking 9's words at value, but we're disregarding All Might's words. We're devaluing All Might's words. Whereas I could see this as him being incorrect here. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if 9 just said this because he put it in terms that he could understand. Like, 9 has no reason to believe that a quirk has its own sentient will. And 1 for All does have its own sentient will that we've seen in this movie.
includes Blackbit, Floats, and several others that we haven't seen yet as of recording this video. And remember this, guys, 9 had a scanning quirk that allowed him to determine people's abilities, and he had already scanned Deku prior to, trying to steal 1 for All. When he did this examination, he saw nothing about any additional quirks. The only reason he realized that Deku had more quirks stored up inside him was because 9's own body physically could not handle them.
I think it's more like, I think it's
If
both.
the reason he couldn't take it was because the defense of 1 for All prevented him from doing so, then there's literally no reason why he would know that information. I mean, it's not like the quirk was
Okay, he made a good point.
actually transferring to him in that scenario. So how would he know? I mean, he scanned Deku, didn't see the additional quirks, and yeah, it just wouldn't make any sense. That lets us know that he was actually telling the truth in this moment when he says the only thing preventing him from acquiring the power was the lack of space within his own body.
Nah, like, I still think this is just like an issue of misinterpretation. I think this is an issue of... So let me just go back, because Turtle Quirk.
Doing so, then there's literally no reason why he would know that information. I mean, it's not like the quirk was actually transferred. The only reason he realized that Deku had more quirks stored up inside him was because 9's own body physically could not handle them. If the reason he couldn't take it was because the defense of 1 for All prevented him from doing so, then there's literally no reason why he would know that information. I mean, it's not like the quirk was actually transferring to him in that scenario. So how would he know? I mean, he scanned Deku, didn't see the additional quirks, and yeah, it just wouldn't make any sense.
Let me think. Oh, sorry about that, Frosty. Let me just think about this. I agree, Stalwolf. He should have named himself 100. He didn't detect more than 1 quirk, so that says the quirk package is generally 1. He may, like, it might have just been like cross signals. I really think it may have just been cross signals.
That lets us know
But that's
that
a-
he was actually telling the truth in this moment when he says the only thing preventing him from acquiring the power was the lack of space within his own body. As you would expect, Horikoshi was supervising the creation of this movie, so this hint that 1 for All can be stolen, it wasn't exactly left in there by accident or anything. Like, he would have been very much aware of what this scene is implying, and yet it was still kept in the movie.
Honestly, I still think this could be an issue where, like, let's assume that he gets past the first stage of being able, like, his body checks that it can actually absorb the capacity of 1 for All. There's nothing saying he won't hit the second stage block, which is the 1 for All permission part.
When you look in the manga, there is even more material to support the idea that it can be stolen, and it actually ties into Heroes Rising as well. Firstly, Shigaraki's upgrades at the hands of Dr. Garaki has leveled him up in every conceivable way. Not only does he now have All for One, but his basic level of strength, like without any quirks, is comparable to All Might. His decay quirk was also upgraded pretty substantially.
Wait, it's good. No. Like in the manga, they said that like he's not as strong as All Might. It's not comparable to All Might. Like Endeavor compares him to All Might, but the doctor said he's not as strong as All Might.
Giving him new abilities that might be easy to miss, but for example, he can decay the ground in a controlled way and avoid destroying certain things, like this army of Nomus, for example. If you want to know more details about how decay has improved, then I broke that down in a different video, which is in the description below.
I should
These
do that.
upgrades show us for the first time
I should do that.
the Doctor is able to modify and improve individual quirks and allow the user to surpass the limits that were previously in place. This is important because, on top of upgrading Shigaraki's body and his decay quirk, Garaki obviously, like I said, he gave him the original power of All for One. Given that decay was upgraded in several ways, then of course the same would apply to All for One. I mean, why wouldn't it? Shigaraki is Dr. Garaki's masterpiece. He's the pinnacle of over 100 years of quirk research. So yeah, of course he's getting all the upgrades that are available to him. Before Shigi's operation, the Doctor specifically said that once it was over, even 1 for All would be within his grasp. And at the time, we didn't have any context for what that meant. But now that we've seen the way that decay has improved, it's clear that the manga was trying to tell us that All for One is now also at a level where it can surpass the defenses of 1 for All. This theory of mine has even more evidence when we consider that 9 himself was genuinely just a test run for Shigaraki. Like, the sole reason this guy was given All for One was to just test things out. The Doctor even said it himself, everything was for Shigaraki. And when 9 received this quirk, Shigi and AFO were casually just in the other room watching. Because 9 was a guinea pig, it's possible the reason he was capable of stealing 1 for All, I mean, he wasn't able to do it because of his own personal body and issues, but it did seem he had the capability to take the quirk. And perhaps this is due to him having a slightly tinkered version of All for One, similar to the version that Shigaraki would eventually get. Also, once Shigaraki received All for One, the consciousness of AFO himself was commanding him to go and steal 1 for All. In my opinion, it would be pretty pointless for the voice to tell him to get the quirk if he wasn't actually capable of stealing it. And I also think it's pretty unlikely that Deku would ever willingly give the power over to a villain. In fact, I'm pretty sure he'd rather die than do that. So the reason AFO is commanding Shigaraki to get 1 for All is because he is confident that it can be taken away by force.
Okay, so, you know, I agree that there's some... So I agree that there's some question marks with why the... why All for One thinks... There's question marks why All for One thinks it's so confident or it's so possible for One for All to be stolen. Honestly, it's questionable. They're in uncharted territory. They've never tested this before. This is people speculating. I'd be very surprised if All for One and All for One. I'd be very surprised if All for One is correct in his assumption that Shigaraki can take it. When All for One is telling Shigaraki to go after One for All, it's because he misses his brother. Like in my personal opinion, like he's obsessed with his brother right now. The man's stirring in his seat because he can sense his brother. He wants One for All because his brother's there. And from that, apologies if I get my All for One for All mixed up. When you have that kind of emotional pursuit, I feel like there's room to be incorrect here. Now, like if Shigaraki steals Izuku's quirk, then you know what? Great, let's move the story into that direction. But right now, this could be villainous arrogance. Like there's nothing stopping villainous arrogance. All for One has been brought down by villainous arrogance multiple times before. So has Shigaraki. I want to be careful with this assumption that just because they feel they can do it, that they can just go and do it. Again, it's like it's an issue of testing. But like when we're talking about from like being a scary villain, if All for One wants to be a scary villain, he should be able to steal One for All. Star said, his statement about the Doctor is bullshit. The Doctor didn't improve his power decay. He just released his mental restraints, making it stronger and giving him control against Redestro. I think the Doctor improved the rate at which... Oh, wait, no. In enhancing Shigaraki's body, it makes sense that decay doesn't break Shigaraki's body as much.
If all of that is still not enough to convince you that the game has now completely changed, I have a few more comments to make. Gran Torino is someone who has known 3 different generations of 1-4 users. Not to mention he's been involved with at least 3 different battles with AFO himself. Most recently he fought AFO at Kaneda.
Gran Torino is like the MVP.
And during that battle he said that AFO's quirks were different from the last time, meaning that he was also involved during All Might's battle 6 years ago.
Well, no, we already knew that. We know that he was involved in All Might's battle, not from that one time. We know that he flat out said that last time All Might screwed up.
Of course, on top of that, he was there way back in the day when AFO killed his friend, Nana Shimura. With all that experience...
This is like the little trouble with Turtle Quirk, is that... well, this is... I do the same thing. Like, he misses little things in the story, and then he makes sweeping statements. I'm not going to be hard on that. I make the same mistake.
1 and 1 for all. It goes without saying that of course he knows about the rule that 1 for all can't be taken away, right? With that being the case, why is it that in the manga, Gran Torino tells Deku to stay back because he's worried about the possibility of it being stolen?
Because he's being reasonable. I think he's worried about that because he's being reasonable. I mean, look, okay, look. I think when it comes to All for One thinking that he can steal the thing, I think he's being arrogant. But when it comes to Gran Torino thinking that it could be stolen, I think he's being reasonable. Both sides, it's the same problem. Both sides don't know what the other is capable of. That's the problem. All for One's being arrogant and thinking that he can take it, just like flat out. Gran Torino's being cautious and thinking he can take it. It's just because of the way the power dynamic is going in this particular situation. But they're both dealing with unknowns. That's the most important thing. They're both dealing with unknowns. We can't make conclusions from dealing with unknowns.
Similar to what I mentioned earlier about the Heroes Rising movie, this is a person who's aware...
Although you can kind of tell, that kind of puts us in a little bit of a deadlock.
...of the rule it can't be taken, but yet seemingly either forgets about it or just straight up doesn't even mention it when it would be relevant to do so.
This is just the movie.
Taking that at face value, you could argue that maybe Horikoshi regrets establishing the precedent that 1-4 can't be stolen, and perhaps these are just, subtle hints to let the audience know that it's something he wants to gloss over and just forget about. Let's just be real, like, if you think 1-4 can't be stolen, why are you even worried about that? You should be more concerned about Deku's safety rather than 1-4 as a quirk being taken. Anyway, to recap so far, it is highly likely that Shigaraki's new quirk upgrades have leveled up All for One in such a way that it can bypass the defenses of 1-4. Anyway, to recap so far, it is highly likely that Shigaraki's new quirk upgrades have leveled up All for One in such a way that it...
Yo, Prower, I'm just gonna hang up real quick, okay? So have a good night, man, and have a good night, Skell.
Okay, good night.
Ooh, it was just a little bit. He got a little bit too furious there.
can bypass the defenses of One For All and steal it. On top of that, in situations when it would have been relevant, both Deku and Gran Torino have seemingly forgotten that One For All can't be stolen anyway, which is maybe Horikoshi trying to tell us to forget about what we saw in Chapter 59. Other possibilities I didn't mention include the fact that Shigaraki might be able to use All For One in such a way that it lets him extract the stockpiling quirk from One For All. The reason All Might was confident it couldn't be taken away was due to the effect of the transfer quirk. It was the transfer ability that prevented One For All from being taken due to its established rules. But if Shigaraki was able to somehow take only the stockpiling ability from One For All, that would allow him to bypass the transfer quirk's defenses because he wouldn't be taking the whole quirk. On the rare chance that this does actually happen, One For All would still exist in some form inside Deku, as he retained the quirks from all the previous users, such as Black Whip for example. It's just that the stockpiling power would be lost. Alternatively, as unlikely as it sounds, maybe the reason that Dr. Garaki and AFO were so confident that Shiggy could steal One For All is because he has some kind of quirk stocked up inside him that allows him to alter the will of individuals. A quirk like this would be the easiest way to trick Deku, just that the stockpiling power would be lost. Alternatively, as unlikely as it sounds, maybe the reason that Dr. Garaki and AFO side Deku, as he retained the quirk from all
he did something here.
It was the transfer ability that prevented One For All from being taken due to its established rules. But if Shigaraki was able to somehow take only the stockpiling ability from One For All, that would allow him to bypass the transfer quirk's defenses because he wouldn't be taking the whole quirk. On the rare chance that this does actually happen, One For All would still exist in some form inside Deku, as he retained the quirks from all the previous users, such as Black Whip for example. It's just that the stockpiling power would be lost. Alternatively, as unlikely as it sounds, maybe the reason that Dr. Garaki and AFO were so confident that Shiggy could steal One For All is because he has some kind of quirk stocked up inside him that allows him to alter the will of individuals. A quirk like this would be the easiest way to trick Deku into passing on the quirk, if indeed One For All actually cannot be stolen still. But
I agree. That would be a good way of doing it.
Shigaraki doesn't need a quirk like this. I mean, he's already strong enough, so yeah, I'm gonna hope this doesn't happen. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are you of the opinion that the quirk can be taken, or are you still of the belief that Horikoshi is sticking to what he said about stealing One For All being impossible? The Patreon Q&A on my channel is coming.
You know, like, we live in a world where Izuku has been we've lived in a world where Izuku has had his... Here's the thing. Monoma can copy Izuku's quirk, right? So there is some level of a duplication ability that can be applied to Izuku. So if Shigaraki has a process that allows him to copy the quirk itself and take it from himself, like by himself, we know that copying isn't protected by the One For All situation. We know that copying doesn't protect One For All. But we do know that the copy would be a shallow copy, if anyone knows programming. It wouldn't be a deep copy. It's a shallow copy, copying capabilities as opposed to copying the stockpile. But the very fact that the copy can happen in the first place does say that there is some level of lax security. For instance, if you are dealing with programming, there's a way to make it so that you can't copy a particular element. So that level of protection, it's clearly not a private function or anything like that. Monoma, it would draw a blank. Sarge, from what I understood when Monoma said that, Monoma said that he got a quirk that relies on stock or like stocking up something else. So let me very quickly just go back to read it, because my understanding was that he can copy capabilities, but he can't copy if the quirk is reliant on pressure. Because Monoma was able to copy Eri's quirk, and he got the same kind of he got the same horn, but he didn't have the power that Eri had because he hadn't copied the accumulated energy. If I recall, Monoma said that it was accumulation. He can't copy the accumulation within a particular quirk, but I have it in my file, so let me just very quickly look it up. Sarge, Monoma. Okay, so here's what Monoma says. It's in chapter 217. So Aizawa said, Monoma's going to lend us a hand, but I figured Eddie could use some emotional support while he's around. And then Monoma says, yes, a blank. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Eraser. So he's using the blank metaphor. And when you see him saying that, he still has the horn, which means the copy did happen. And then he goes into saying, Izuku asks, what do you mean by blank? Monoma says, she's the same type as you, with the type of quirk that has to store something up. My power only copies the bare bone essence of a quirk. What that essentially says, it only copies the capability of the quirk. But if the copy ability needs to convert some stockpile resource into energy, then I won't be able to replicate whatever is accumulated. So there we go, right? He just can't copy what was accumulated. So that's very straightforward. It is right there. He can copy the capability of the quirk. He just can't copy the contents of the quirk. And chapter 217 for anyone that needs to look at it as well. Wait, All for One can take stockpiling? It was revealed with the search quirk data? Wait, how was that revealed? Miguel, like, what do you mean? How was that revealed that he could take it? Like, in my opinion, understanding that something's there isn't the same thing as taking. And in regards to if the rule is broken, like, you know, if they put enough effort into justifying why the rule is broken, I'd be fine with it. So if Monoma copied Tetsu, he'd need iron to maintain it. I think for a long period of time. That's what Monoma is saying. Or accumulated experience. Well, I don't know. I really just don't know if All for One can take it. That's really the big thing. Like, we're at that precipice point where we just don't know if All for One can take it. All I'm saying is that at the very least, we know that One for All can be copied. That is a reality. The functions of One for All can be copied. And Quizzer, in regards to that Monoma question, I honestly think that the author would play kind of loose with it when it's not important. You know, like, he would just give Monoma the ability to like go iron for a long time. The fact of the matter is, Monoma probably has a healthy supply of iron in the blood because he needs to have that to be sufficient human. So he'd probably be able to use Tetsu's quirk for long enough. But if Monoma had an iron deficiency, he probably wouldn't be able to use it because the quirk requires an external resource. He doesn't suddenly gain that external resource when he's going into it. But it's a really, we're in a really critical point here because we're at a point where Shigaraki is pretty much going to be making the rules, because all the author has to do is say, like, oh, Shigaraki's will supersedes One for All's protection. That's all it really takes. Like, and the reason that this is kind of like just a little bit precarious is because shonen authors, when they need to one-up themselves, they will flat out break the rules of their own system. A really popular example, I think, happened, or like one of my favorite examples of this mechanism happened in Bleach, where Soy Fawn, one of the characters, has a 2-hit kill technique. As long as she hits the same spot twice, she'll kill someone. But then it was just revealed flat out that there is an overwhelming factor in Bleach, where it's like if a character's spiritual pressure just widely supersedes another character's spiritual pressure, the ability just stops working. So it's like, well, that's not very fair. But you're saying, like, you're just in a completely different league, so that's why the power doesn't work. That's all we really need. And like, One Piece also does this with hockey. You know, a lot of abilities stop working if hockey gets involved, right? Because it's an overwhelming factor. These shows have overwhelming factors. We just don't know what My Hero Academia's overwhelming factor is. We don't know, except for Aizawa. Aizawa is an overwhelming factor. He just like overwhelms everything. Quirk factor targeting is an overwhelming factor. When All Might lost One for All, he didn't lose the power already stockpiled. That's true. Oh, they're taunting me. I was going to say, when All Might lost One for All, he didn't lose the power already stockpiled. Now, that is a weird quirk with One for All. What One for All does when it's transferred is that it makes an instantaneous copy. And this is honestly a really odd trait that happened, I think, because of All Might's existence. But when you look at One for All, and especially in the movie as we saw, when you give away the One for All copy, you're left with a limited time... One for All. And the best way to imagine this is the torch metaphor. You know, All Might lights the torch, but then he's left with the fires as the fire slowly burns away at the fuel, right? By the nature that there is a fire, that's why they still have the power. By the nature, like we're talking about, we're going a bit philosophical, but it's by the virtue of still having the leftover embers, you have a light. So like, imagine how a fire, you don't need a really strong fire to illuminate the darkness. You light a single match and you can see that match from a distance if it's in pure dark, right? So that nature is what One for All really is. By the nature that the spark still exists, you still have everything that comes from the spark. In this case being the strength. But this is a very weird mechanism in that you have two people with instantaneous copies. Because Izuku used that fact of One for All to his advantage in the second movie. It's honestly a really odd mechanism to have because it's a messy mechanism. And it's not one that's fully fleshed out. I think this is a mechanism that exists because Horikoshi needed All Might to still be relevant. And when you're dealing with mechanisms that need to exist for the story to work in a particular way, I do think it gets a little bit messy. And I haven't seen that Horikoshi has addressed this particular aspect of One for All. It being able to make copies, like effective copies when you're in the process of transferring, is really busted. And I would like to see what he wants to do with that in the future. I want to say, Sarge said it being impossible was an assumption with no evidence. Sarge, we have to be a bit careful there because it's very likely that one of the One for All users had a situation where All for One tried to absorb it. Had a situation where All for One tried to take it away. If they had that experience, then they would be able to say like, well, All for One can't be stolen. Or sorry, One for All can't be stolen. That's how that would go. But it is true. Like, until we know that happened for sure, it is an assumption. And All Might's already been wrong when he's talking about the One for All power set. So he's definitely an unreliable narrator in this particular situation. But to Hyrule's point, I do think All for One's tried to steal it before and he failed. That's why they needed Shigaraki to be whatever special factor Shigaraki has. Oh wow, yeah, that's a pretty cool one, Tal. Thanks for that example. Hyrule had said, I 100% disagree with you. The man already fought All for One. Why would he not steal the quirk? Just to reiterate my point there, I think he probably would have tried to steal it because that's how they know they needed Shigaraki to be more overpowered, right? They must have had to have tried to have stolen it to know that they failed. Otherwise, there would be no need for making Shigaraki into a thing that could take it. Like, we know that One for All is the quirk that evaded All for One's grasp. We know that the doctor has said that it was the one quirk that never bent to All for One's will. So we do know that, which would imply that there was a failed attempt at some point in the past. Miguel said, I think it depends on the quirk. If the stockpiling factor is inherent to the quirk factor, like whatever Eddie stores, or external like Fat Gum's fat. Yes, it does depend on the quirk ultimately for the accumulation. But for now, we know that Izuku's situation, like, Monoma can't copy the stockpile. He can't copy the strength of 8 people in there, which is good. I think that was a really nice way of sorting out Monoma's issue. But yeah, I think it would be reasonable to assume that there was probably a failure in the past when it came to trying to steal One for All. Anyways, guys, if that is everything, I think I will call it a night here. You know, I appreciate the titling on the video, honestly. I appreciate the titling. Why Shigaraki can steal One for All explained. It's like, it's not even like, we didn't even get like a full answer here. We just got like the possibility of something. But I guess that's how titling works on YouTube. I mean, I get it. So, great. Everyone's cool. guys, I'm gonna say goodnight. Thank you, Skelly, for being here. Thank you, Prower. Thank you, Hyrule. So I'm gonna say the good nights now. Hyrule, Sarge, Random Trainer X, Skelly, Quizzer, Tallow Wolf. How many people do we got? Miguel. I assume Will Lopez was here. Maybe. Sorry, Powertastic. Yeah. Wow. Nicholas Rivera, Quizzer. Yeah, a bunch of people. Frosty. Oh yeah, it was pretty random, man. It was pretty random. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much for being here. And till next time, I hope you have an absolutely great night. And yeah, good night to the birds too. Thank you, Hyrule. Ending the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Till next time, everybody.